Morning everybody. Breezy, chilly, sunny, cloudy morning. All of those. Been a bit quiet the last couple of days. I haven't done much. So you sort of think, what can I say? I did the census online the other day, so that was nice and easy. Being on my own, I haven't got much to put down in the boxes, so yeah, did that. So I was quite pleased I'd managed that. Haven't sorted out my new laptop yet. At the moment, I'm not sure how to get into it. So, hoping my daughter, Rachel, they might be coming down tomorrow evening. She might be able to sort of open it up, but otherwise I shall wait until next week when I shall see Francesca and she'll do it for me, I know, bless her heart. I had a sad day yesterday. A very great friend of mine, my great friend's brother, died a few weeks ago suddenly. And it was his funeral yesterday at the crematorium, and it was done online. And I mean, such a lovely way to do it. You know, if I've got to do anything like that, I will do it online because it is absolutely beautifully done. And you can sit and weep at your heart's content without feeling embarrassed at all. Which I did, it was lovely. It was very nicely done, and you know, I mean, okay, yes, you just feel very, very sad, and I was very sort of morose all day yesterday because of it. It just knocks you for six. So that was yesterday. I had some beautiful, he had some lovely flowers there. His daughter did a lovely eulogy, which of course always breaks your heart, doesn't it? So that was yesterday. Out walking. And I had Rachel's dogs yesterday. Well, the night before, overnight, and all day yesterday, and they were fine. They were a bit overnight. Well, in the evening, they were all sort of sitting at the window, the patio door, waiting for her to come back. They hadn't been here for so long. I mean, even Mabel, the big Labrador, I mean, she's been here so many times. But she sat there waiting for them. Eventually I got them settled. Of course the puppy hadn't been left before. So eventually got them settled. And we didn't have a bad night. It was okay. It was okay. Managed. I was tired in the morning when we got up. So I took Mabel for a walk with mine in the morning, and she was fine. She had a run around the green with other dogs, so that was good. And then I came back and took the other two. But we had a bit of a hoo-ha with the leads. Little one slipped her collar. So I managed to fashion a harness out of my boys. They both had harnesses when they were puppies, and they grew out of them. So they just went on to collars and leads. So luckily I got these old harnesses. So I sort of fashioned it out with a bit of tape. Not gaffer tape, but that sort of thing, and sort of made it smaller, and managed to tie it around the top of her, and took her out for a walk with it yesterday, sort of as a harness, and she was fine. She was fine with it, and at least I knew she was safe. She couldn't get away from me. So, and I got her on an extending lead as well, so she was able to run around, so that was good. So I had them all day yesterday. Rachel and Chris collected them in the evening. Chris had a little go on my car. He wondered whether my problem with my car might have been battery, so he brought down a battery tester, no, my battery was fine. It is the starter motor, so it could have been battery. We could have got away with that, but no, it is the starter motor, so that's fine. It's booked in for next week, so I'm obviously not going out in it because I don't start it unless there's an emergency, and if it starts then I'm okay, but we'll see. So no, I'm not going out in it. Bad news about the vaccine, isn't it? You know, I've really been hoping that, you know, my family, well, our families of that age group, getting a lower age group, would get the vaccine within the next few weeks. But they're saying, you know, it won't be until May now, and you're thinking, no, oh gosh, you know, that's, and you know, if they're lucky, so it's a real blow. I mean, again, he's just said that, you know, the ones that wanting second vaccine, they will hold some back for the people to have a second vaccine. But it's a bitter blow. Let's hope it resolves itself before that. It's such a shame. Saw my friend on the green this morning, and she said she'd been up early and turned her bed mattress round. I thought, oh gosh. And she's talking about a big double one on her own. I said, oh no. She said, well, I've got a system. So I came in, it's lovely sunny, and I thought, oh, I think I might do something in my bed. Stripped it, got the mattress off, and I got the mine's only a single bed. It's quite a big thick mattress though. I got it outside. I thought, lovely sunshine, get it outside, gave it a good bang with the broom, and I had it out in the sunshine, with a bit of sun and some fresh air, nice bit of wind. It was out there for about an hour, and I've just dragged it in. Got it back on the bed, and I just remade the bed. So I thought, oh, that's a good spring clean thing to have done. I was pleased with that. Probably be backache all day now. Be careful. What else? It's gone all overcast now. Oh, of course it's very cold, isn't it? They say it's going to be bitterly cold. So I'll crack the heating up, I think, now. Now I'm indoors. And of course, you know, we could be getting out in the garden and doing things, but there's just a bit of wind. You just don't feel like it. I go and have a clip around now and again, and a bit of a dig. I had a bit of a dig yesterday. I put some ericaceous compost round my blueberries, dug the top over and put some more ericaceous on the top, so they've got a bit of fresh. And the same with my azaleas and a couple of my camellias. Looked at the camellia this morning and I thought, oh, it's looking sort of, I thought, well, perhaps it wants water. So I got some water out the water bucket and just put that on it today. So I thought, oh dear. Looked at the orchids round the corner in the behind the glass, you know, outside, and I thought, oh, if we get really bad weather, those orchid blooms that are coming, they're going to get frostbite, and I won't see them. And of course, then I think, well, shall I bring it in? Yes, I bring it in. I think, well, where am I going to put it? It needs to be somewhere cool because it's been outside. If I bring it into the heat, they'll just fall off. I thought, well, if the only place I can put it in is the little utility room, because that's quite cool, but I'm not going to see them there. I'll have to think about that today. Look at it, see if I bring it into the utility room, put it up on the top shelf there. I don't want to lose them. Think about that one. One of the girls on the green said, you know, we're supposed to be getting rain later. Okay. And of course, you know, it looks really murky, as though it could be sort of snow. Oh, I don't think it's forecast, but I'm hoping that, you know, next couple of weeks, was it a couple of weeks before Easter? That's crept up so quickly. Could be snow, could be, oh dear, no please. You know, all the plants and the flowers all coming up, and if we get really bad weather, that'll just put them into dormants. And I mean, I was just looking earlier as I came in the gate, all the tulips flowers are sort of coming up, little buds. I'm thinking, oh yes, they'll be soon up. Well, if you get bad weather, they'll soon be down. Did finish more or less my bedspread. I've now got to edge it, bind the edges, and put a backing on it. But I've got to find something to bind it with. I want to do it with the same sort of silk, so I've got to go through all the bags now and see if I can find a matching silk that can just put a thin edge round. But then I probably need to back it first and use that as well. So I might, I've got a big old sheet, coloured sheet, huge one. I might use that actually, because I don't really want to back it with a padding, because I don't want it to be a padded cover. I just need it, I don't need it to be sort of a quilt. I need it to just be sort of a throw over, something lightweight. So all I need to do is to back it with something, you know, a cotton a cotton sheet. So I might go and have a look in the airing cupboard for one of those. I think I've got two really big ones, queen size, different colours. So I'll see which goes best and perhaps think down that way today, as I'm not going to get out anywhere. Miserable, I've got to think about what to do indoors. I've put the cards and the paints away because novelty's worn off there. I've done lots and lots. I need to think, I need to make some sort of more birthday cards. I need to go through and see who I've got to buy cards for, and see if I get some light bulb ideas on how to make some cards. So that was that. I had a message through on Messenger from a guy asking, did I know my brother? He didn't say my brother, did he? He gave me this name. Did I know this guy? He thought that I did know him because I'd come up on his friends on his Facebook thing, but he'd been Facebooking him and he wasn't answering. And he'd sent emails, and again he hadn't been answering. He said he saw him about 10 years ago, but he's not answering his emails, they keep bouncing back. Had he got the wrong email? So I didn't tell him I was his sister, and I said, oh yes, I've got an email, and I do email him on this. I sent it to him. And he came back the next morning and said he tried again and it was bouncing back. He didn't understand why. So I said, well, I will contact him. I said, he's my brother. I said, I will contact him and ask him, does he want to be in touch? So I didn't hold out much hope for it, because my brother's very much a unsociable hermit. So, and he doesn't do old friends and all that sort of thing. So I thought, well, if he hasn't been in touch for 10 years, I don't expect my brother's interested. So I sent an email to my brother and told him all this, and he came back and said, it would be really nice to get in touch with John again. Haven't heard from him for 10 years. Before it's too late, yes, it'd be good to catch up. And I thought, oh, that's good. That'll be nice. That'll be good. So I then messaged this guy and said, yeah, he's happy to hear from you. Give me your email and I'll send it off to him. And he said, oh, that would be really great. I'd like to keep in touch because there aren't so many. Obviously, he went to school with my brother. Many of us around anymore. And I thought, no, gosh, no. My brother's, 80. So I sent that to my brother, and I just hope he gets in contact with him. It'll be nice for my brother as well to have somebody that he knew a long time ago, because I know a lot of his friends are not around anymore. So that was good. I mean, my brother came back to me and said, I wonder how he knew how to get hold of you. And I thought, yes, well, David, social media, the joys of social media, it was all through Messenger and Facebook. My name came up, all of a sudden somebody will come up and say, oh, this name has come up on your Facebook. Do you want to be friends? You've got 2 other acquaintances. So my name obviously came up. So, yes, that was that. Mr. Robin's out there picking at all the little bits and pieces left in the on the bird feeder that the pigeons have left, the tiny bit. So he's just had a few mouthfuls and off he's flown. I wonder if they can be making their nests again. I wonder if my 2 pigeons will ever. Those 2 pigeons that come, whether they're male and female or they're brother and sister, I don't know. Whether they'll come back ever and nest in my tree, just right by the bird feeder. That's where they nested. That's where one of them, I'm sure, is the baby. He always comes back every day. And well, I know it is because he's not bothered with the dogs when they rush out there and bark. He was born with them barking out there. So that's about it for today. Nothing else, not going anywhere, not going to do anything, just walk the boys a bit later, I will. Perhaps do a bit of sewing, a bit of jigsaw. Nothing much going on. So, speak to you all soon. Okie doke, bye bye.